Things women find unattractive in modern day men. Number 1, men who are in touch with their feminine side. Examples of the modern day men being in touch with their feminine side. Commonly, guys now are almost overly emotional. Number 2 is pick-me boys. Now, a pick-me boy is a guy who's fishing for compliments. Oh my god, I'm just so ugly. It's because they want you to call them cute or attractive. Or a pick-me boy is a guy saying, no one's ever gonna wanna date me. If you keep talking like that, no one really is gonna wanna date you. Number 3 is guys who do not work out or stay in shape. Girl wants a boy who can pick him up. If my boy's arms were smaller than mine, 1, that would make me feel self-conscious, and 2, it just would not be attractive. Now, although no one ever says it, physical attributes in a man are extremely attractive. People always think that that is a bad thing, but just because you're attracted to how someone looks does not mean it's a bad thing. Obviously, personality is a huge thing as well, but physical attributes also just increases attractiveness so much.
Have you ever noticed that women seem to hate confident men? It's a puzzling contradiction. Men who exude confidence, assertiveness, and self-assurance, qualities we're told are attractive, often find themselves facing criticism or even outright hostility. But why is that? Sometimes confidence can go a little too far, right? But what happens when it's just the right amount? Why do some women still seem to push it away? In today's video, we're diving into the surprising reasons why women might actually dislike confident men, and what that really means for modern dating and relationships. Stay tuned until the end, because the answer might just change everything you thought you knew about attraction. The fear of being upstaged. The first reason women might dislike confident men is rooted in an age-old fear: the fear of being upstaged. Confidence, in its most authentic form, commands attention. When a man walks into a room and owns it, it's hard to ignore him. But for some women, especially those who pride themselves on their own accomplishments, that dominance can feel threatening. Because, let's face it, not everyone is comfortable with someone owning a room. It's like, hey, I wanted some of that spotlight too. Confidence has a certain power to it, and not everyone is ready to share the stage. For women who've worked hard to build their own careers, their own self-worth, or their own identities, the arrival of a confident man can feel like a threat. It's not necessarily that they don't appreciate confidence, it's that they fear losing the spotlight. The erosion of control in the relationship. Another reason women may struggle with confident men is the erosion of control. When a man is truly confident, he's often not easily swayed or manipulated. He knows who he is, and he isn't afraid to make decisions or lead a conversation. Some women might see this and think, come on, throw me a bone here. Aren't we supposed to have those deep, dramatic talks at 3 a.m.? But when confidence turns into self-reliance, it can create a sense of imbalance in a relationship. Women who are used to guiding a man's emotions, shaping decisions, or even leading in the relationship may feel unsettled by a man who isn't as in need of her input. This can lead to frustration even if she doesn't realize it consciously. It's not that the woman dislikes the confidence, it's that it shakes up the traditional dynamics she's comfortable with. The fear of vulnerability. One of the most powerful reasons why some women dislike confident men is because it forces them to confront their own vulnerabilities. Confident men are often emotionally strong, secure in themselves, and able to deal with difficult situations with ease. This can feel like a challenge for women who haven't worked through their own insecurities or past wounds. Because let's be honest, sometimes we all just want a little bit of emotional drama to make us feel understood, right? But here's the catch. Confidence can be intimidating. It forces people to question their own emotional state. Women who haven't fully embraced their own vulnerabilities or who are struggling with their self-esteem may find it difficult to relate to a man who seems to have it all figured out. His emotional stability can feel like a mirror reflecting their own insecurities, and that's a tough pill to swallow. Cliffhanger: the hidden power of confidence in relationships. But what if I told you that this very hate towards confident men could actually be a sign of something deeper. What if the very thing that women resist is actually what they need most in a relationship? Stay tuned, because the truth is not what you think. The answer might just reveal the key to building a stronger, more genuine connection in today's complicated dating world. The real truth about why women secretly desire confidence. Now here's the twist. Even though some women may feel intimidated by confident men, deep down, they are often drawn to that very strength. Confidence is a sign of stability, leadership, and emotional maturity, qualities that are undeniably attractive when a woman feels ready to embrace them. Sometimes it's the quiet strength that wins her over. Confidence doesn't need to shout. It just is. Confidence doesn't just command attention. It builds trust. It allows a woman to feel safe, emotionally secure, and supported. It may take time for some women to fully embrace this, but once they do, they realize that confidence in a partner doesn't threaten their own strength. It complements it. Understanding the dynamic between confidence and attraction is the first step toward building stronger, more authentic relationships. But what if you could master the art of confidence and use it to transform your own dating life? Click the link on the screen right now to watch my next video, where I'll share practical tips on how to build and maintain confidence in your dating life.
Most women don't like most men. The first reason is due to inflation of options, right? The grass is always greener due to social media, dating apps, which have really boosted women's egos. Also, not to mention the 90-10 rule due to those options, meaning that 90% of the women are usually going after the top 10% of men and what they find the most attractive in the realms of looks, money, and status. And then the average woman versus the average man. We have seen it time and time again. The average woman has access to higher status, more attractive men, versus the average guy really doesn't have the same access that even an average woman would have nowadays. And because of that, it's kind of skewed up the dating dynamics, which overall has made it harder for men just to land a single date.
Women our age are more likely to be in relationships than men, which makes you think, who is everybody dating at the end of the day? If the women aren't dating the men, then...
What crosses my mind is I think there's perhaps two explanations. One, women in that age group are dating older men, 30 to 40. But I think the bigger thing is that women are maybe think they're in a relationship or are in a relationship and they're sharing higher quality guys. So, and there's this concept called hypergamy. Women are all chasing after the top tier of men. So a lot of women are happier sharing a top tier guy than settling for a guy that's actually on their level.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.